right, guys, so you asked me what the AWE exhaust sounds like on the C8. You can kind of hear it here, but we're gonna go for a ride. I want you guys to really hear what this thing sounds like under full load. All right, so just idling. You can tell it's pretty loud, but before we jump in the car and take a ride, let's just take one more minute to appreciate that beautiful look. I mean, unreal. Pat over at American Hydrocarbon just knocked it out of the freaking park with that thing. I love it. It looks so good. It's exactly what you want to see when you're walking up to the car. Anyway, let's jump in, take this thing for a ride so you guys can hear all of the glorious noises that AWE exhaust makes. Definitely sounds good. Okay, so first what we're going to do, we're going to take a ride. I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like from inside the vehicle. Then once we get to where we're going, we're going to come back and I'm going to stick a GoPro mount on the outside of the car so you can actually hear the exhaust as I'm driving from the outside as well. Inside the car, it does not sound anywhere near as loud as it does from outside the car because of the whole mid-engine thing. Everything is behind you, so there's no exhaust or anything coming under the cabin. There's really not a lot to hear inside the car, especially when it's stock. With the AWE exhaust, it does up the volume in the car, but it's still significantly quieter than the C7 Corvette was, even with the stock exhaust on that Corvette. But anyway, let's take a ride. You guys are going to get to hear it for yourself here in a second. It sounds pretty good. You have the windows down, you can hear it pretty well, and it sounds awesome. It does have a very whip crackish kind of sound going through first, second, third gear especially. Downshift in a second gives us a lot of pops and burbles. Yeah, sounds good. I've had this exhaust now for almost a month and it still really makes me smile whenever you get on it. The way it sounds, it's just so, the shifts are so crisp and fast that the exhaust just explodes every time you hit that paddle. It's freaking awesome. And the best part about it is it can also be very tame. If I put it into 6th gear, we're just kind of cruising here at 40 miles an hour. It's almost inaudible. And that's what AWE is really good at. Just setting it up where if you want it to be loud, it will be loud. And if you want it to be quiet, it will be quiet. So having the baffles, a lot of people don't like the idea of losing the baffles with the AWE system. You really don't need them. Like I said, guys, I've had this exhaust for about a month. AWE just recently started letting people know about it. So I've had a lot of time with it, and I'm still not tired of it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a huge thumbs up. I really loved it on my ZR1 as well. Here we got a tunnel. The obligatory tunnel rev. You got to do it. Yeah, it sounds good. This might actually be one of the first times I'm appreciating this with the windows down, because I don't know where you guys are located watching this, but in Pennsylvania it's been like 95 to 100 degrees with a very high percentage of humidity almost every day. So driving around with the windows down is not advisable, but today's actually pretty nice. So lower RPM shifts. Still has a crack sound to it through the gears, but like I said, if you want it to be manageable, it absolutely will be. And if you want it to get crazy, it can do that too. Now, guys, the best part of this exhaust is really that it's, other than the tips and the axle back, it's stock. So I don't have high flow cats, I don't have my cats eliminated or anything like that. So this will easily pass inspection for any of you guys out there, and it will give you the little bit of a performance bump. I want to say AWE noted about 19 extra horsepower, which is freaking fantastic, and also that sound. So the big thing for me, just like it was with the ZR1, you get those black tips too, and it really helps match up with the rear diffuser on the car, just like it did with the C7. Yeah, it's a good time. The car's fun. That exhaust makes it even more fun. Yeah, those pops and burbles shifting from third down to second, they sound even better than they did stock. And I mean, the Z51 stock exhaust wasn't bad either, but this one just takes it to another level.
That guy flashed his lights.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Another tunnel. Yeah. We'll get the downshift burbles one more time here. Alright guys, that's going to be the drive inside the vehicle. Now I'm going to flip you over to the outside where things are really going to get rowdy. Like I said, the AWE sounds really good inside, and if you don't want it to be loud, it doesn't have to be, but outside it always sounds pretty good. I'm going to stick you out there now and we're going to head back. So sit back and listen to the beautiful music that is the AWE Touring Axleback system for the C8 Corvette.